PG Tech Tips. In today's review, I'll be reviewing the NZXT S340 Razer edition. Let's get right to it. Alright, when you first open the NZXT Razer edition S340, you are greeted with a nice big logo, and this does get illuminated green, and this huge tinted glass, this smoky color glass window panel to view your insides. And also the bottom has LEDs on it. It comes stock with two NZXT fans in a negative pressure situation, pushing out the back and pulling out the top. And I changed that, and I put them both in the front and then added another fan in the back. It has two front USB 3.0 ports, two audio ports at the front, a microphone and a headphone jack, a power button, and it illuminates green, and a hard drive indicator light. There is no reset button, but I don't think that's really a big issue these days. If you look at the front, there is no there is no optical drive slot. To access some of the cool features in here, pull this off very carefully because there is an LED cable right here, and that can get damaged or break pretty easily. Set that off to the side. There is this really cool fan filter. It's magnetic, and you can just pull it off to clean. Here are the two NZXT 120mm fans. This front on the inside can handle a two 140mm radiator, dual 140mm radiator, or dual 120mm radiators, and it can handle 40mm fans, or 140mm fans and 120mm fans. And down here you can see your hard drive bays. I'll get it up close when we take the back off. It can handle a 140mm radiator in the top and a 140mm fan in the top. You do gotta be careful of clearance issues for your CPU cooler, because this is the Hyper 212 Evo in here, and it's really close to the glass, so anything much taller than that will touch the glass. This is really nice, capacitive screws all around the entire case, which is really nice. Here's this is glass. There you go. Set this off to the side. Here is the main case. It's got two SSD slots, or 2.5mm hard drive slots. This is one of the coolest features. It is the cable management bar. It also has a slot right here for if you were doing a custom water cooling loop, and you can put your reservoir right there. As I said, it can handle dual 140mm rad, or dual 120mm rad, or 120 or 140mm rad in the front, and only a 120mm rad in the back. This is the power supply shroud to hide all of your cables and whatnot, and it makes cable management a breeze. Let's go to the back here. Here is your fan, and here are all of the really nice capacitive thumb screws that stay in place, which is really nice. This is your power supply bracket, and you just unscrew this, screw in your power supply, and then set your power supply in, which is really nice. Screw you back in. Now let's get the back off so we can see inside of there. Oh, and this is your LED on and off switch for the bottom and front LEDs. Put that off to the side. Here we go. Here's the back. And see, you can even tell all the terribly messy cables I have here because the cable management is so easy in this. Here is the cable management bar. You can actually remove it if you so desire. And there's all of these little slots to put all of your cables. It's got a ton of cable tie downs. It comes with a ton of cable ties. You can have two hard drives or 3.5-inch drives in here, down here, and I would have liked to see a little bit more room back here, but I suppose this will work just fine if you don't have too bulky of cables. The power supply is a under hole, and there actually is a fan filter down there, and I'll show you that in a moment. But as I said, this makes cable management real easy. You can just throw everything in and then put your few cables in. I don't even have most of these tied down. It's terrible and ugly, and it makes me sad to know it's there, but it does make it a lot easier. Let's go ahead and put this back on so we can go see the bottom. Alright, let's take a look at the bottom here. Let's sit you down. This is a nice matte finish. It's not glossy, so it'll help reduce fingerprints, and it looks really nice, but it does show hairs really easy. And here is the bottom intake for the power supply, and even though it does have a filter, it is a really shoddy filter, and I don't really like it because it's hard to insert and remove, and I just don't know why they couldn't do a magnetic one like they did on the front. Supposedly they did a more updated case where it does have it on it, but this one does not. And there's that. Let's pull this baby back up. And you don't want to put this on a carpet, but you could, I suppose, because it does have nice large feet, so you won't get suffocated and short out your power supply and destroy your computer. This has a ton of clearance for graphics cards. It can handle all ATX variety motherboards. Excuse me. You can handle all ATX motherboards, ATX, ITX, micro ITX. It can handle them all. It's got a ton of slots there. It's got cable management slots all over here for your PCI, except my graphics card's too small to really use that. It looks a little bit ridiculous. And let's go ahead and get this powered on so you can see the LEDs and whatnot. Here, let's get the power supply cable. Ready? And here's the bottom LED. Here, it might be easier if I turn off some lights. Get these babies off. Oh no, you can see it just fine. Let's zoom in over here. Alright. And here is the front LED and the bottom LED and the button to turn it off in the back. See? Turns both of them off. Anyways, that is all there is for this review of the NZXT S340 Razer Edition. Thank you for joining me today. Next week I will be doing a eBay really ultra budget build for $320-ish. It's a gaming rig, and we'll see how it goes. Join me next time. Like, subscribe, share. This is PG Tech Tips, signing out.